Today we will consider the most technologically advanced elevator in the Crete, which our subscriber made. You estimate our brilliant subscriber made a very steep elevator, and today we will consider it in full. But before you start watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it, and also be sure to click on the bell, so as not to miss the daily videos. But we're getting started. So he appeared here, right next to this elevator itself. Here we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 floors. You figure it out, but I am more than sure that more can be done. In my opinion, up to 15, because our indicators are limited to 15 numbers. Also on the right, there are such brains, by the way, very beautifully made. These are the rainbows, like every hunter wants to know where the pheasant is sitting and the like. Here in short, there are a lot of switches on top. I do not know how he did it, but let's look at the whole thing in order. First of all, a sign. Here's his Discord, Necros, #9541. You can write it shorter, and thank him for such a cool invention. Now it's not necessary to read the video here, but you just need to read it. Well, in short, let's read it anyway. Hi, I'm not a cross. I'd like to show you this elevator. I spent a little time and added a few features to it. In terms of functionality, it bypasses all the elevators that I saw on YouTube, not a fact, but I think it bypasses in short. Here we have the logical part of the elevator. Apparently on the right is just the same. Determines where and when to go, when not to go, when to open doors, close them. There is also a brief instruction for the elevator. And I hope there won't be a tank during the video, and the elevator won't get stuck between floors. But we hope that he will not get stuck, and we will not break anything on the subscriber's last elevator, as in the last video. But now let's look at the whole thing around, and in general, I will tell you that it looks very reliable. At least this whole part here, it's look, very simple, and it seems to me there's nothing to break with. Except here. Here we are with you. If we break something, we will not fix anything. Well, because it seems easier for me to figure out my elevator myself than to figure it all out. Look, there are some levers here. Oh, what is this? In short, the levers here emit all sorts of signals. There are some pistons here, and these pistons are not pushed in. But this is only pushed out. Here we have nothing. Here I do not know what it is at all. There are a lot of wireless transmitters. At the same time, with all of them, we still have them. And look how similar they are. That is, like here we will burn, here they will burn, here from below. In short, we won't figure it out. I don't want to. Let's just talk about it here. So, here is the whole logic of the elevator. Do not touch anything, otherwise it will break. You can watch it. Well, in short, I basically like the bottom. Here's just a huge strip that leads to I don't know what, to some kind of transmitter. There is also a lane that leads to another transmitter. Well, I think we'll limit ourselves to that. That's it. We will not disassemble anything further. Now let's look at the elevator itself. Now we have it on the first floor. So the number of the floor on which the elevator is located. This is the first floor. So the button for calling the elevator, opening the doors. Does the door open? Listen, they are also double. It's like a bunker of some kind. In short, everything, the door is open. Here, apparently, is also an indicator of where we are. About this they also close. Look, keep the doors open, and apparently we push here, and the doors will always be open. That is, let's say we wait for someone, just like in real elevators. Then here, we have the control buttons themselves on the left. Floor selection, -1, +1, and start. That is, look, here we have how it's done, not moving between each floor, but we first bump the floor here, so to speak. Let's say now we go to the second. I'll let it choose the third. Well, let's go to the fourth. I want the fourth. That's it. Then click start, and now we will go to the fourth floor like this. Here we have the second one, so we pass it successfully. The third floor should not stop now either. And finally the fourth floor, here we should stop. Oh, there was even a bell like that. We all arrived. We have the fourth floor written here. The doors opened, and, in principle, everything is even Oklahoma. So the door will close for us. They are closing. By the way, on the other hand, here we have the number 40. Let's open the doors further. Oh, and what is it? And he kind of got there, like he got a little twisted. Great. Let's say I want to go. I don't know on the 6th. I want on the 6th. Today it was his 7th. We press -1 again, and that's it. Yes, the 6th one is selected. We press start, and now we have the 5th floor. It should go through. We pass perfectly. And the next 6th floor. We all arrived as we wanted. So great. Then we have it here. And here we have written just an indicator. I thought that. By the way, let's see what we have here in general. It's better to lower it somewhere lower altogether. By the way, over there we have these very musical blocks that make sounds. And just like that, we'll send him somewhere to the first floor so that he doesn't interfere with us. And we'll look at the mechanism itself in this very shaft. So everything is on the first floor, click on start, and let him go to himself. Here it goes down. By the way, it does not work on this, as it is called a skief, not a skief. In short, on this portal crane. Then what do we have from above? Well, basically nothing like that. And look here we have these bells. By the way, it's interesting that shaders change everything here. And here come the signals. So, it is transmitted here, and, accordingly, everything works here for us. By the way we have, and yes, it's made on sensors, look. That is, when we have this elevator itself, this cabin itself catches up with some of the sensors, then we have it all touched, and, accordingly, a signal is sent somewhere here, just like I said to the wireless transmitter, and the whole thing stops. The truth stops only at the sensor that is needed, and accordingly, when changing the direction, that is, let's say if we want to move down, it just changes here by a reversible mechanism. Namely, this is it, yes, here we have a reversible mechanism, apparently. That's just the same, its frequencies, and somewhere in our brains all this is changing. This case is powered from 32 speeds. Let's try to do more. Let's do 128 first, and then we'll do even more. So, here we have the first floor, we open it. Doors open faster. Well, yes, the doors are already opening like lightning, and let's go straight to the 7th floor, just like in high-speed elevators. So the 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's it, we press the button, and now we have to jerk very quickly. And so far, even everything is Oklahoma. I hope we are. By the way, it will be necessary to check at maximum speed whether we will not pass these control blocks, which are just reading the whole thing from us. So well, we managed. And we will go down shorter. I don't want to go to the very bottom, but let's say to the 4th floor when we accelerate enough. Look, hop, and we won't pass. And we broke everything, yes. In short, it is impossible to exhibit large here soon. Otherwise, we just drive by, and you see, it just doesn't have time. Then, I want to try know how to fix this case. Namely, with the help of probably some speed of 30-second, we will return the 30-second speed, just go to the next floor, and I think something will even come out. So, the 6th, the 7th, on as much as possible. Oh, I clicked the wrong way, I hope everything is Oklahoma. But no, oh, we're going down with you now. We broke it, apparently we didn't get there. We haven't reached it, but I hope that now we will reach the very bottom. Great, and even something opened up. That's it, now I want to go to the 7th floor. Great, and we're going to the semi-stage. That's it, we even fixed the elevator. That is, if you break something on the server, you can basically fix the whole thing. Oh, by the way, look how cool it is, it's written right here, when he's on some floor that really is. That is, he writes for everywhere, now there will be 5 now, here are 5, then 6, here is a 6, and well, he will arrive normally on the 7th. Yes, listen, I arrived on the 7th normally. By the way, we have doors, how are they here? And look at the doors here. Yes, it turns out they are not elevator. In general, absolutely 2 doors are not elevator doors, but this is the whole structure. I think it's like the door of the stall itself. Now let's do it again. But no, oh, the booths also have doors. Listen, this is essentially a door. So, let's do it again now from behind. There's nothing at all behind. By the way, I don't think there are any mechanisms at the back, but there aren't any at all. In fact, what do we have left here? These are readers. Then here we have a little bit of a mechanism for powering up the whole thing, and these bells, doors, well, and powering up the whole thing in general. The rest is all hidden right here. In fact, you can also embody the same thing in your world. Unless we figure it out. Interesting, by the way. Let's check something now. I want to see some movements in this whole structure at all. So, we call the elevator to the 7th or some 6th floor. And now I don't know, are going to send it to the first one. I want to go to the first floor and generally see how something will change there in those brains. Well, let's let him go there. He's all going, and let's look here. So now we have, and here, that is, as the descent is visible. Look, it's real. That is, 7 colors of the rainbow, and 7 floors. That's what we symbolize. That is, red, as I understand it, is the first floor. Now I'm on the 2nd, and finally on the 1st. That's interesting. By the way, there is some movement going on here. That is, apparently his goal here is the first one, and here it means that the goal has been achieved, and it has been achieved. And that's why everything has been cleaned up here. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, put likes, write comments, and also click on the bell, so as not to miss new daily videos.